Hello, I'm Liam McDonald and welcome to Solent Sports News Live. There is a big rivalry going on this weekend in the Premier League.
Haven't you heard? There's a South Coast derby going on this weekend.
Clearly, the end game is getting the ball in the back of the net, and that's what wins your games. That goes without saying. But it's not as if we're not getting shots off, but it's just our conversion rate we need to increase.
The only thing that motivates me is to try and win, regardless of who we play against. It could be a training game. Whatever it is, it's about winning, and it's not about the longer term picture. The longer term picture will take care of itself if you get the shorter term aims right.
Here's Shane Long in the attack, and it's poked in, and Southampton lead.
That's a back pass, and then it comes to Foby, and does! And Bournemouth are ahead at Anfield in 6.5 minutes.
Elsewhere in the Premier League this weekend, Chelsea play host to Mourinho's struggling Manchester United, and Blue star Eden Hazard has made a U-turn. The Premier League top goalscorer had commented earlier this week that he would like to work under Mourinho again. However, the Belgian today has reversed these comments, committing his future to Stamford Bridge.
I can finish with Chelsea, no problem at all. I'm very happy with this club, with the team. My family is happy here, so if I don't move, if I don't go to Spain, it's not a problem.
To cricket now, and England have a big test tomorrow in the ODI series. Here is Alex Bagwell with the latest.
England will attempt to seal the one-day series against Sri Lanka tomorrow in Kandy. The tourists lead the rain-affected series 2-0, for the first one-dayer washed out, and their latest victory coming in a game reduced to 21 overs. The final one-dayer takes place in Colombo on Tuesday. England captain Owen Morgan says that the first 11 is not set in stone.
The guys are chomping at the bit not only to play but to get the ball in the hands. So that's great to see. Competition for places is extremely high, which creates a really healthy atmosphere.
A parachute dash, shot put toss, sled run, medicine ball sprint and a hunt finale could be added to a 2019 tournament. The mixed gender European Athletics tournament will be called the Dynamic New Athletics, as Southampton Athletics Club athlete John Tilt gave his views on the event, set to be introduced into the sport.
I think it provides an interesting way in for athletes, and I think that encourages people to take up the sport is a good thing. I think longer term I would still like them to move to the more traditional events, but if we can keep people occupied and get them off the sofa, then that's a good starting point.
News has broken from Wimbledon, with a new format coming for 2019. Final set tie breaks will be introduced for the first time. The decision comes after the last set between Kevin Anderson and Josh Isner lasted 3 hours at this year's Wimbledon. Both players are certainly in change for the favour.
It's tough. I'm a proponent of changing that rule, for sure. I think it needs to be done.
In the format that we have right now, especially at slams, I mean, it's not easy. In that setting at the end, I mean, coming through that match, it's obviously I'm ecstatic to be through to the finals, but at the same time, you feel like it should be a draw. I mean, but somebody has to win.
Sticking with tennis, and match fixing has crept into the sport. Two Ukrainian players, Gleb and Vadim Aleksenko, have been banned for life after fixing games back in 2015 and 2016. Fears have arisen that match fixing may be happening at the grassroots level. BBC tennis correspondent Russell Fuller gave an idea on why players would fix.
It's naive to say that there isn't the temptation there for some, because they can clearly, if it works out well, potentially earn much more money from cheating than they can from playing at futures level.
The Formula One Championship can be won this weekend at the US Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will become only the third man to win a fifth title if he wins the race, and Ferrari rival Sebastian Vettel finishes worse than second. Fellow driver Fernando Alonso feels Hamilton is up there with the very best.
He showed the talent from day one and fighting for the championship in his rookie year, winning in 2008. Probably at that time, we all agree that 5 or 7 world championships will be possible. I'm happy for him because he showed the talent from day one, and he was able to win races when the car was there to win it.
Staying in Formula 1, and Force India have completed a lucrative deal. Driver Sergio Perez has extended his contract to stay for the 2019 season. The Mexican has been with the team since 2014 and is currently 7th in this year's standings. This leaves teammate Esteban Ocon without a seat for 2019. To rugby now, and one Union player has made their drastic decision to move across the pond. Christian Wade has dramatically quit rugby to pursue a career in NFL. The 27-year-old Wasps player joins fellow sportsmen Alex Gray and Christian Scotland Williamson in an attempt to crack American football. Sticking with American football, here is Ben Littlemore with the controversy surrounding Colin Kaepernick.
Yes, the NFL has refused to comment on reports that Barbadian singer Rihanna declined an invitation to headline the Super Bowl halftime show in support of Colin Kaepernick. Quarterback Kaepernick was the first player to kneel during the US national anthem. Other players have followed suit, leading to criticism from President Donald Trump. A source close to the singer reportedly told US Weekly magazine that Rihanna does not agree with the NFL's stance. Maroon 5 will now headline the show, which will take place on the 3rd of February in Atlanta, Georgia. Players who refused to stand during the Star-Spangled Banner have said the protests were a reaction to police brutality against African Americans and racial inequality. Kaepernick himself has been without a team since he opted out of his contract with the San Francisco 49ers in March 2017.
Thanks for that. This has been Solent Sports News with me, Liam McDonald. Keep up with all the sports news coming up in the next few hours. Also, make sure to visit www.solentnewsjournalism.co.uk. Thanks for listening. This is join back at 2 PM when we will have another live sports update.